And you see that athleticism, Wade, that is carried over into his pro career inside the ropes.
Yeah, I can't doubt Axiom's ability for 1 second. As you mentioned, that matchup against Gunther was a real career-busting moment for Axiom, but a victory here tonight against a future Hall of Famer.
अच्छा अभी कुछ देर पहले नोटिस किया आप लोगों ने, कुछ सेकंड पहले लाइट्स बंद हुई है, फिर से डायनाउजन कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहा होगा.
What a drop kick he just ran into.
It's just a jaw-dropping amount of speed. Just the rapidity of Axiom is something to behold. And little extra boost here tonight with his home country crowd.
Now the is going. Yeah. Maybe you need to go in that direction, as Nathan Fraser reminds me.
Of course Nathan Fraser's doing this when there's no Kit Wilson there to even the odds. It's 2-on-1.
2-on-1. Fraser has done things to support his great partner, Axiom. Miz and Axiom, right here on SmackDown in Barcelona.
Ad. चालू हो 220 हो चालू.
What an evening here at Olympic Arena in Barcelona. Friday Night SmackDown, first stop on the European Summer Tour. Of course, circled the date. This is 2 days away for Clash in Italy. Earlier tonight, we saw Jade Cargill get the best of Alexa Bliss and then brutally attack her after the match with a steel chair, jaded. And now Axiom and The Miz going at it.
Well, now this Barcelona audience is getting fully acquainted with the 2-time Grand Slam champion, The Miz, who is mastering his opponent right now. He's inspiring me at ringside. He's inspiring. And he's zoning in towards a big victory here, although keeping Axiom down is another thing in time.
You do not need his mentorship. Now The Miz showing off that veteran presence and hooking the leg, shoulders down, and Axiom survives it with a 2 count.
Miz thought he had that 1-1. That was only a 2, Miz.
Count. Trying to do damage to the lower back of Axiom.
But here's part of the problem with a Barcelona crowd. They are so used to success of late. Their home football team is the La Liga champions. They're expecting their guy to win tonight. It doesn't quite work like that here on SmackDown. You want to pick
Finally, Axiom जीत भी सकता है. मिज के सामने यार, मिज को जिताते का इतना. ब्लैक स्क्रीन बहुत रख रहे हैं यार इस बार, ये लोग बहुत सेकंड्स का रख रहे हैं.
And this crowd has been roaring throughout our second match of the night because Spain's buried on Axiom is in the deep water and looking to take it to The Miz. These two had words a week ago backstage. And now Axiom. Look at the skill.
Nice
It's just got a little additional boost tonight from the Spanish audience who are willing their man to victory, what would arguably be the biggest win of Axiom's entire career.
I mentioned earlier that in this arena a year ago he gave Gunther everything he could handle. Of course, Gunther 48 hours away.
Yes.
Oh, let's go for skull-crushing finale. Does land the DDT, and did he ever land it? This could be it.
knows how close he was to victory, as does Axiom's tag partner, Nathan Fraser. Watch this, full vertical implant right on the top of the head of Axiom.
DDT must
Not quite enough, but this might do it.
This crowd looking to support Axiom, trying to rally him back against The Miz.
We're getting some inked kicks. Uh-oh.
Travis through, and perhaps an opening for Axiom to take advantage.
Oh, just when Miz was getting that momentum together and making a taste of his own medicine here.
They're stopping right on those hands, then delivering the kicks again.
All those deep. Kicks.
Did you see that tour? And now, here goes Axiom.
Completely knocked the Miz loopy, and Miz better figure something out fast.
What a crossbody! And a kick out by the veteran. Oh, he just gets out of the way.
Go for that golden ratio match, but denied by the Miz, and that was smart of the Miz, because that would have been game over.
And now in mocking fashion, saying, where's your champion guy now?
Kind of moves that took the Miz all the way to winning in the main event of WrestleMania. Oh no! Triangle choke attempted, but now
Locking him up! Axiom showing you every piece of offense on the tool belt.
his best friend. I think it's a
Chal.
If he locks this in, the dislocated shoulder of the Miz. Time to power out.
Crossface
Compromised position
नहीं
for the Miz. He
pin
turns around, shoulders down. Oh no! The Miz powers him right back up and slams him down.
That was a sickening landing for Axiom, completely knocking the wind out of Axiom. The cops are whirring now in the mind of the Miz, who wants to make this a spectacle.
Back and forth they have gone, but perhaps the Miz feels like he could finish it off right here. Oh, he's lights again.
Danhausen.
We know who that is, Joe. We know exactly who
I
that
don't know
is.
anything about it. You don't know there's a lot of blackouts in the summertime with the heat in Europe. Spanish fly!
Over.
Spanish fly!
Over.
Golden ratio! Axiom in front of his face!
अच्छी मैच थी
I'm telling you right now, Joe Test, Miz had this in the bag until the lights flickered. I'm like,
It's the freedom racing! There's rolling blackouts from Europe all the time!
little freak Danhausen in his
You can't hit that Danhausen!
The curse continues.
Axiom looked great and he won it. That's what happened here. The heat is getting to the electrical bridge everywhere. Everybody knows that.
You're fake news, Joe Test.
Not at all.
वेप अप भाई इन लोग का क्या चल रहा है आगे कुछ डिफेंड करेंगे कि नहीं
Well, I guess that's a good thing, because how can you go out there? The NFTs get their hands on you? Is that going to cost you?
That's why I made an executive decision and got you a tag team partner for tonight.
Here we go. What's up, Drew?
Debo, what's up, Royce?
Man, that's your boy.
I know how to change. I know, dog. I talked to old Nick, and you two are tag team tonight to go take care of the MFTs.
True. Me and you are the tag team champions. So if I'm going to team with somebody, it's you. And if you can't go, I'm not teaming with anybody.
Look, what I tell you? You want to go out and be a hero. Trees first the world, huh? I get it. Have fun getting jumped tonight.
Oh, yo. How do I know I can trust you? As far as I can tell, every time Solo talks about you, it's like you guys go way back. This, to me, sounds like a setup.
You got me! It's a setup, dog. I set it up. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to tag in like to go handle MFTs. Oh, are you scared?
You said that.
Are you scared of MFTs?
No.
Are you afraid of the MFTs?
No, I'm not afraid of the MFT.
Are you afraid of the MFTs?
No.
Are you afraid to tag with him tonight?
No.
Are you scared to tag with him?
No.
Are y'all scared to tag to go handle MFTs tonight?
No.
Then do it. That's what's up.
Yo, Drew. Hey.
You never say that. This is what Cody says to me. He looks me in the eye and he says, maybe I'll teach you a lesson. I swear to God.
कैंडेस और जॉनी
I feel like you're one of the few people around here that gets me. You know?
You never felt like that. Hey, you're welcome, bud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you. I swear to God, you know.
यार कर क्या रहे हैं लोग जॉनी के साथ
You give everything you got. And
सैमी और
still
जॉनी का
you
हील फैक्शन तो नहीं बन जाएगा
I swear, I feel like the only people that get me right now are you and my ride or die fans.
Sammy, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well, looks like you're talking to a wall over here, man.
Hey, that's Johnny wrestling. Show a little respect.
I know it
That's
is,
Johnny.
but look at it. Between this and the Cody stuff, man, like...
Cody. Let me guess, did Cody send you here to talk to me?
Cody and Sammy, it's not about Cody, it's about you, man. We get it. Things aren't going your way. Things aren't going Sami Zayn's way. Guess what? I've been back for 5 months. Things aren't going my way either. I'm not complaining. I'm not crying. I'm not talking about a corpse. I'm certainly not being a little...
A little what?
Stop.
No, a little what, Matt? A little what? What were you gonna say? Huh?
बोल दे
How
भाई
long have I known
पता है
you,
उसे
Matt?
भी क्या
How
बोलना
long have you known me? You know me. You know what I've done in this business. You know everything I've done. How dare you talk to me? Do you see what I'm saying about the disrespect? From everyone. I can't let it stand. I can't let this stand. Let's do something about this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. In the middle of that ring tonight.
Okay, you keep talking to him. I'll go talk to Nick.
You do that.
तो एक है सैमी वर्सेस मैट एक है
I also like this a lot.
अभी ये टैग टीम मैच और एक और मैच है कार्मेलो वर्सेस रिकी सेंस मेरे को लगता है ये 3 मैच ही होगी और ये सेकंड ये वाली मैच तो शुरू हुई है
This is going to be a wild pairing here. Dane. This match is...
This summer, the world arrives. Guarantee your place at the FIFA World Cup when it comes to North America. Elevate every minute of match day and experience the very best of the beautiful game with a ticket-inclusive hospitality package. The countdown to kickoff is on.
एक घंटा ख़त्म हुआ है और बैटरी मेरी गई है ऑलमोस्ट 12%। 3 घंटे तो चल ही जाएगा आराम से, अगर देखते हैं आज और कितना जाएगा। क्लासिकली चल ही जाएगा 3 घंटा पूरा, वैसे तो 2.5 घंटा ही चलेगा मुझे लग रहा है क्लासिकली। Fifteen seconds.
What an exciting weekend that's underway here in Europe. And on Sunday, your complete coverage will be streaming on the ESPN app. But we want to remind you, at noon on Sunday, Eastern time in the U.S., it will be the countdown to Clash in Italy.
9:30 PM हमारे इंडिया का guys. 9:30 PM countdown and 11:30 PM जैसे आज SmackDown शुरू हुआ है 11:30 PM क्लैश इन इटली। आई फील 2 बजे तक तो पक्का चलेगा, 2 बजे तक तो चलेगा ही। पहले घंटे में से 2 मैच है और ओबर्न बैकी लिंच भी जा रहे हैं कि नहीं होएगी।
Well, how do you think she is? She's in a lot of pain and pissed off. And quite frankly, so am I. So the next time I see Jade...
Don't worry about Jade. Okay, look, I'm going to hand it to her at Clash of Italy. Got to work.
Well, if you don't, I will. She has her receipt coming.
ये ट्रिपल थ्रेट तो पक्का होने वाली है नाइट ऑफ चैंपियंस में, या बहुत लंबा समय से हम तक ना खींच दे।
Steel chair. Damian Priest has expressed his concerns about trusting one of the newest likable superstars on the roster, Royce Keys. And thanks to our truth, a little bit of matchmaking and connecting the dots.
Yeah.
We will now have them paired up.
He called it an executive decision, did our truth. Well, some executive decisions should never be made, and in my opinion, paired up, Royce Keys and Damian Priest is one of them.
His tag team partner from East Palo Alto, California, weighing in at 291 pounds. He is the winner of the 2026 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Royce Keys.
So, Damian Priest's issues with Royce Keys lie in the fact that Royce Keys has some major personal history with Solo Sikoa, the leader of the MFT. So, how does R-Truth decide to deal with this? Pair Priest up with Royce Keys against the guys that Priest suspects Keys is in cahoots with.
Yeah, but Keys' actions recently should tell him otherwise.
He certainly refused, at least on the face of it, to align with Solo Sikoa, who has offered Royce Keys a spot in the MFT group several times. As of yet, it has been declined. You are correct. Joe Test of today is a different day. Who knows?
Speaking of incredible combination of talent, size, and power. MFT.
Their opponents being accompanied by Solo Sikoa at a combined weight of 520 pounds. Kala and Tamatanga SSP.
Older brother, younger brother. with
क्या लगता है कौन जीतने वाला है?
connections, But so much violence that erupts within them.
And let's contrast them with their opponents tonight, who we've just covered off. This MFT group is now cohesion personified. Of course, there have been several issues in recent months between Tamatonga and the leader, Solo Sikoa. Those were all put to bed last week when Tamatonga did a real number on his old ally from his days in Japan, Shinsuke Nakamura. That was Tamatonga proving his loyalty to the MFT clan once and for all. And this reason is why Royce Keys and Damian Priest better get on the same page pretty damn fast tonight, or they will be eaten alive by this MFT group.
As this match is presented by the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea, please drink responsibly. Tamatanga. But unfortunately,
भाई इन लोग का FO फेवरेट
Damian Priest.
अभी हो जाए शायद WWE में बादशाह के लिए अभी हर किसी को ही बोले अब तक
By the MFT group for weeks now, and is looking to deliver a little payback, and Damian Priest is just not used to being the smaller man in the ring. But I guess anyone is when they're in there with Talatonga.
Wait, there are few on the roster I've been more impressed with in recent months than the emergence of Tamatanga and what he shows inside the ropes.
Yeah, all the physical gifts in the world won't help you if you don't know how to use them. Now, clearly Talatonga does have those physical gifts. And how does he use them? He uses them by listening to the boss, Solo Sikoa, and following orders to a T. And right now,
Tag
it's
in it,
Tamatanga in a world of trouble. Ooh.
Yeah, he just drives Tamatanga right back into the corner.
Tension on that tag. I don't think Priest wanted to tag out.
They're going to work through it.
एंड रिजल्ट इन लोग का वही है टैग टीम में बनेंगे
Royce Keys been since his debut, of course, capped off with winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy pre-WrestleMania 42, and he's not slowed down since.
No, Tamatanga just found out that's like trying to move an anchor, and then that gut just found out what his knee feels like when you're thrown down with all that force as he just splashes into the corner.
So much size, but moves like an express train.
Doesn't he? Wow. And the big boot from Tamatanga to try to slow down. Whoa! What a power slam! That snap scoop from Keys.
And you can't blame Solo Sikoa for trying to recruit Royce Keys. Into his MFT group. That guy Keys is a major asset here on SmackDown.
Oh no! Tamatanga! And Keys does Damian Priest a solid right there, Wade.
Well, Priest was the one who stopped Talatonga jumping Keys from behind, so I guess some unity is now being formed.
Good to see, as they send Tamatanga over to the outside, and frustration shown.
अब जम रही है दोनों की
Those little moments.
चलो ऐड है यानी
When he slams it right
ज़्यादा
into
हैवी
the
मूव्स
steps.
नहीं होने वाले हैं
That will take Priest down and may keep Priest down. Right now, looking in the ring, it's getting no easier for Royce Keys, who was blindside attacked by Tamatanga with a chop block moments ago. And again, is struggling to get back vertical.
How quickly things can turn around. And now applying all that pressure and weight across the back of the neck of Royce Keys.
While Solo Sikoa keeps whispering sweet nothings into the ear of Keys, clearly still trying to recruit the man. How's your Spanish, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's non-existent. I can't help you out with that chant. But clearly they want Royce Keys back in the fight. But if Talatonga gives Keys a chance, he will be throwing some heavy artillery back the way of the big man.
Well, look at how easily Tamatanga is able to pick up Royce Keys, Samoan drop, I mean, Royce Keys is a massive man, and Tama Tonga just did that.
Tama Tonga keeps getting more impressive every single time you see him. Well, no one's more impressed than Solo Sikoa, who recruited the almost 7-foot-tall monster into the fold. I don't know if Royce Keys has ever been thrown around the way Tama Tonga just threw him around. That's a real shock to anyone's system.
And then he just puts him in position for Tama to take over.
And there was a time not so long ago that people thought the MFT group were a spectacle.
1 minute का और ऐड है.
Suddenly, that a rather foolish opinion for anyone ever held. Solo Sikoa cooking once again, and they're a major threat on the blue ground.
Well, that left-hand Royce Keys is in a bad spot right now as Tama Tonga just steps over the top rope to bring about more damage.
So the entire body of Royce Keys is in a bad spot right now, and Damian Priest may have to be the one to save the man he clearly does not trust. But let's be fair, that mistrust goes both ways between Keys and Priest.
निकलने का टाइम आ गया.
Contestant Jordan Wade Barrett with you here in Barcelona for Friday Night SmackDown. Cody Rhodes and Gunther to face off later tonight as they get set for Clash in Italy. Damian Priest and Royce Keys in tag team action against the MFT that's been getting the best of Royce Keys as Damian Priest looks on. Wade, he asked the question earlier tonight when it was proposed by R-Truth to have this match, to have this partnership. How do I know I can trust you, Royce Keys? I think they have built some chemistry throughout this match, but they needed to show right now.
क्या स्पाइन बस्टर था यार. मस्त स्पाइन बस्टर था.
Just when it looked like it was all over the Keys, now you've got to tag the man who doesn't trust you. Well, here he is.
And here comes Priest, ready to fire away. Lifting flatliner, signature Priest, and now the big man, Tama Tonga's going to get some. The best of Priest went, oh no! Tama Tonga, belt clap, comes right back out. He was looking for that T-bomb choke slam, wasn't he?
And the Street King giving back weeks and weeks of abuse straight to the MFTs.
Running, leaping shoulders and elbows, back and forth he goes. And now he sends Tama Tonga out to the floor.
Oh, from a high guard around Tama Tonga. And it has suddenly become the Damian Priest show. One half of the tag champs, his regular tag champ partner, R-Truth, out of commission right now, medically signed off. The Priest closing in on what would be a popular victory.
This crowd is loving everything they've been seeing out of Damian Priest. Could close it up right here. Oh, and Tama breaks it up. Royce Keys right back into the fray.
That is a ton of humanity.
बस खत्म ही है. आ गया सोलो. Spike.
Samoan Spike.
Truth is here.
Well, Truth is seeing enough. He's medically not allowed to be competing or in any fit. This is not wise, Truth.
But Truth is going to deal with Solo right away. He won't stand for it.
Oh,
straight to the
पड़ गया यार. R-Truth को पड़ गया. आ गया रॉयस कीज आ गया.
This is why Truth should win.
Oh, and Keys is attacking. when he was trying to do the right thing.
Well, Truth tried his best to help out, but Stanley should never have been anywhere near the ring, and look out!
Meanwhile, back in the ring.
अरे यार ये लोग हार गए.
Choke slam.
Are your winners, NXT.
Divide and conquer
No, man.
has always been a fantastic tag team strategy. Unfortunately, for Damian Priest and Royce Keys, that diversion came from R-Truth, and a major victory here for the MFTs. I will sue you. I will sue you. I try to go out there.
अब दिखाएगा डायनाजन कर क्या रहा है आज.
Every time I go out there, my life is in danger. My workplace is a hazard. I was blown up by pyro a few weeks ago. You put me out there when I was even dressed yet, and then lights are flickering. Black and white, black and white. How am I supposed to wrestle?
You know what, Miz? For once, I actually agree with you. Okay, and I'm sorry that happened. I'm going to get to the bottom of this electrical issue right now.
Oh, we know who's doing this.
You might be right.
Hey, don't put it! Put out all the fire!
Okay, hold on. Let me handle it, Miz.
I see you!
बैरन कॉर्बिन होएगा क्या इसके अंदर?
There are few matches in WWE history that deliver more deep
मैं
and
वॉशरूम
heavy
के आता हूँ.
consequences than tribal combat. Family leadership supremacy, the heavyweight championship. Roman Reigns this Sunday, Clash in Italy against his cousin Jacob Fatu. We'll take a look back at their deeply personal rivalry. That is next right here on SmackDown.
Right on time, 20 seconds left.
Stop on the European Summer Tour. Barcelona, the home to afternoon vermouth and paella, razor clams. One of the great cities in the world, and this crowd's been on fire all night long. So happy to be back at Olympic Arena here in Barcelona. Well, tonight's fancy upgrade is presented by the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Please drink responsibly, and being responsible, the PK Group. They got themselves some great ringside seats now. Of course, we're closing in on Clash in Italy. That final scene, by the way, on Monday Night Raw when Jacob and Roman Reigns were sharing that moment face to face, heads against each other, knowing what's coming with the violence and pain on Sunday.
I mean, historically, has there ever been more on the line than what we're going to see in Tribal Combat, the World Championship? Who's going to be the head of the family? It's going to be a blockbuster affair, that's for sure.
It is coming your way, 2 p.m. Eastern, streaming on ESPN. Clash in Italy with Tribal Combat.
Little cousin. In our family, we're equals. We're of the same blood. But in this ring, Jacob, you're beneath me.
I told y'all, I can both get title.
That title.
Look at Roman. Gas, just realize. Come on, gas. No quick with it. Tell me what I mean. 5, 2.
I will be damned if there is not respect to be had in this business for me. There's got to be some kind of honor system amongst our family. He has to acknowledge me. We know that they're on top of this business, and he can't have the respect for his own family. If there's not respect within, there will never be respect on the outside. If he don't acknowledge me, his ass is out of here.
Hell no! You could have had the beat that acknowledged me.
भाई फोन मेरा इतना हीट हो गया है.
It's completely gone off the deep end.
The tribal team, man! Now guess what? They about to fire your ass! We're back in prison now!
ये लाइन भाई बहुत बेकार थी जिम्मी की तरफ से. Tribal Combat.
I accept.
Will all bear witness to tribal combat. The winner is the world champion.
मैं सच बोलूँ फोन मेरा इतना हीट हो गया कि मेरे को लग रहा है बंद कर दूँ, बेटर रहेगा. बहुत हीट हो गया फोन.
Tribal combat, everything and anything goes. Hell, Clash in Italy, I'm about to go on war. Yo, bitch ass.
I'm going to domesticate you. If you can't beat me, you will serve me. And in time, Jacob, you will love your tribal chief.
I'm going to walk your ass. Everybody, and especially you, will
Acknowledge me.
to acknowledge me.
A family divided, but after Sunday, one way or another, they will have to unite. But who will be in charge and who will be the world champ? Reigns against Fatu, Tribal Combat.
I want to remind everybody that full coverage begins at noon Eastern on ESPN with the Countdown Show, and then it leads to this amazing card that also includes the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. So all the drama on Saturday night's main event. Now Sol Ruka gets her shot against Becky Lynch for the IC title. Wait,
Sneak attacks and mind games aplenty from the ring general, but can he use his European home advantage to take the WWE title from Cody Rhodes this Sunday? Good for Cody.
And it has been announced that that's the first match of the first hour that's also available at 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Remember the
11:30 p.m.
That match
जैसे आज SmackDown शुरू हुआ है.
first match at Clash in Italy on ESPN. Also happening early on, the WWE Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley against Jade Cargill earlier tonight. What a vicious, brutal scene we all witnessed as Jade Cargill jaded Alexa Bliss onto a steel chair. Rhea's out for one. Rhea's out to defend. It happens in Italy.
How about the shock result at WrestleMania, followed by the shock retirement of Brock Lesnar?
Alexa versus Jade. Axiom Miz tag team match. अभी तो बहुत चीजें बाकी है, लोग इतने जल्दी ये सब क्यों दिखा रहे हैं? अभी तो सैमी
planning on wearing this.
We're so in sync. So, speaking of in sync,
अभी तो सैमी वर्सेस
I'm not coming out with you.
मैट काटना बाकी है.
Wait, but what about last week?
Well, I appreciate what you did last week,
Gunter
but that
versus
doesn't mean I'm automatically in your corner.
Gunter Cody का segment.
It's just not that deep.
Okay. Yeah, it's not that deep. Okay, well, I'll see you after then.
Yeah. Good luck.
यानी वो रीमैच नहीं है जो मैं यहाँ आने से मैं देख के आया हूँ, लेकिन लेट्स गो. लेकिन खुद WWE ने डाला है कि रिकी सेंस वर्सेस वो भी है, पर ये लोग इतने जल्दी वो दिखाते ही नहीं. क्या कहते हैं, इतने जल्दी वो दिखाया ही नहीं होता कि परसों क्लास इन इटली में का काट क्या है. शायद कैंसिल हो गई वो मैच. टाइम क्या हो रहा है? 1.5 घंटे तो हो गए हैं. यार मुझे पता नहीं क्यों लग रहा है बंद कर लेना चाहिए, मेरा फ़ोन बहुत गर्म हो गया है. तो 1 मिनट और. चालू
En cada página de cada historia se dibujan rivalidades.
Esta historia de engaño. Esta historia de fraude.
Esta guerra generacional por la
ये भी बढ़िया होगा यार परसों नहीं अब मैं कल भी बोलूँगा तो भी चलेगा
What the hell's this?
I told you that there's more than one El Grande Americano.
Hola. In sense that the lucha libre world didn't
भाई मैं तो इस बार के लिए खुश हूँ चैट गेवल फाइनली चैट गेवल बनने वाला है उससे अच्छा कोई बात ही नहीं है
The OG definitely needs roots of disrespect.
Y ahora, el grande americano estaba listo para la justicia.
Ando por México, por favor. ¡Eso! ¡Se acabó! ¡Ojo! ¡Por ojo! ¡Diente! ¡Por diente! ¡Y sangre! ¡Y sangre! ¡Tú! ¡Yo! ¡Máscara! ¡Contra
¿Quién será desenmascarado? ¿Quién será humillado? ¿Quién saldrá de Monterrey como el verdadero, el grande americano?
It's going to spring from the comic book right into reality. Wade, I really believe it's one of the most anticipated matches in AAA history. El Grande Americano, original El Grande Americano, mask versus mask at Noche de los Grandes from Monterrey, Mexico, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. And folks, Facebook and WWE's YouTube channel. Facebook and YouTube to see what should be an instant classic. Sami Zayn always complaining lately that he's not respected. And
let's
nobody
go.
understands, and he doesn't understand why he's not appreciated.
I'll tell you right now, Joe Test, Sami Zayn's ride or dies have been a bit thin on the ground over in the US lately. It appears they've all moved here.
अगर ये एक्चुअल में लास्ट है तो इसी मैच में गुंटर और वो भी आने वाले हैं कोडी बट मुझे क्यों लग रहा है लास्ट नहीं है मैंने खुद WWE के कोड के उस पर देखा था रिकी सेंस और वो भी है कार्मेलो एक बार फिर चेक करके देखता हूँ
Sami Zayn took that as a taunt and then bringing up the entire Cody Rhodes tension from earlier was the straw that brought the camel's back, and I think Sami Zayn is looking to take out some frustrations against a man who has some career frustrations of his own. These are two men who are desperately in need of a win right now, and this should be a very intriguing matchup.
I mentioned Sami's been so frustrated.
यप है यार यहाँ पे तो मैच दी हुई
He
है
doesn't get the respect that he deserves. He's
देखते हैं
not
पता लग ही
understood.
जाएगा
He's brushed aside. Of course, we saw last week he got a golden opportunity against Cody Rhodes. He was able to defeat him. Cody also attacked viciously by Gunther.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
So in that match, Zayn punched Gunther. Do you think he meant to punch Gunther, or was it a swing at Cody and Cody?
Yes, I think it was very obvious what the intention was.
Well, you're a very mistrusting person then, Joe Tess, because I believe Sami Zayn, I believe Sami was trying to do the right thing.
Oh, did he? Oh, really? You believe he was trying to do the right thing? Was he trying to do the right thing when Gunther had the sleeper hold locked in on Cody and then did nothing and left Cody to suffer? Was he trying to do the right thing there? How is that trying to do the right thing?
It's teaching Cody the error.
A sleeper hold from Gunther is teaching him a lesson?
Learning the lesson of his mistakes. Hopefully Cody might know how to think about things and realised he should approach matches differently in the future.
He should be thanking Sami Zayn for leaving him to suffer like that?
Truly what
You're out of your mind.
Sami Zayn is the last good guy left in the locker room, and thank goodness for that. There's one of us left. How about Matt Cardona now? He's been accepted any match with anyone as he tries to get some traction and start climbing the card here on SmackDown. Cardona did not come back to sit in catering and make up the numbers. He came back to win gold.
रैंडी भी भाई एडवर्टाइज था आज के स्मैकडाउन के लिए. इवन ड्रू मैकिंटायर. लेट्स सी क्या बनना है.
Not many people can outmaneuver Sami Zayn. That's impressive come from Cardona.
How is that? Wow! Matt Cardona!
Well, it's amplified this man as a former Intercontinental and United States champion.
This match heating up, by the way, talking about the heat. It is scorching hot inside this arena. Olympic Arena in Barcelona, Spain, with these competitors dealing with the conditions. Suplex. And Sami Zayn looks to take control. Cover lateral thrust. Now looks away.
Zayn moving things around, changing things up a little bit, using some power moves against Cardona and keeping opponents guessing.
And now a series of right hands as Cardona works his way back to his feet. Hear that chop echoing across the Mediterranean shorelines nearby. And now Cardona turns things around.
And right now, chops like that sting like hell. If you've got enough left in the tank, all you can do is fight fire with fire, and it is certainly fired up Matt Cardona.
That's an effort. Oh, missile drop kick that sends Sami all the way across the ring.
Well, that drop kick was a work of art. Matt Cardona looking in full control now.
मैच कंटिन्यूस 2 मिनट का ऐड. गाइस अगर कोई देख रहा है तो यार लाइक सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना.
Friday Night SmackDown.
I'll tell you who's not loving it right now is Sami Zayn, who had the upper hand but suddenly got slapped down by a bigger, more powerful Matt Cardona. And Sami needs to start thinking fast.
A week ago, he was in against Cody Rhodes. A reminder that we will see Cody Rhodes and Gunther face to face later tonight on SmackDown.
Later tonight, हाँ ठीक है, यानी वो मैच आएगी. Carmelo और Ricky Sims की.
Cardona using a little underhanded tactics, but he's got the upper hand now. Can he make it count?
For the second time tonight, entry by way of suplex by Sami Zayn. And here the crowd split with their chants.
भाई मैं वहाँ होता मैं दोनों के चांस ही करता. मैंने WXL में भी नील और केविन दोनों के चांस किए थे. मैं एक को नहीं भाई, मैं तो दोनों को ही करूँगा.
I mean, it's understandable that these fans will be split between these two. These are two who have had legendary careers already, but of late have just hit the skid somewhat. Well, they're looking to get back on track, and Barcelona fans, like many around the world, want to see these two back on top. Who's going to get some momentum here tonight?
can't wait with you ringside. Cody Rhodes and Gunther to meet face to face coming up a little later, but right now, a heated battle between Matt Cardona and Sami Zayn.
Heated in more ways than one, rather ill-tempered affair than it's turned into in this cauldron-like atmosphere in Barcelona, but now it is Zayn firmly in the driving seat, although Cardona not going down without a fight, as we've come to expect from a man with his kind of career.
Fans here in Barcelona have earned his return visit as Matt Cardona looks to gather momentum.
And this is Cardona now looking back to his best.
Does he ever? He is feeling it. Big smash into the corner.
And Cardona clearly has every tool in the box. There's absolutely nothing stopping this guy from getting to the very top. Broski boot right to the jaw, rocking Zayn, and Zayn is absolutely clueless.
Zayn just trying to gather himself as Cardona. Oh,
Look for that rough
yeah, he was looking for the Rough Rider there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a Blue Thunder attempt as well.
Oh.
Wow. Jeez, double underhook.
Wow, ये
That was
मस्त
a
था.
high landing on the back of the neck of Sami Zayn. I have no clue how Zayn kicked out of that one.
Boy, how quickly he went from the double underhook up into position. And
ये बढ़िया था
it
यार.
was such
ये बढ़िया था.
And
Powerbomb
Zayn
bust
was
था.
able to get that shoulder just up in front of this big and loud crowd at Olympic Arena here in Barcelona. The weekend has begun, and Clash in Italy will cap it on Sunday.
Great is Sami Zayn finally here, but once again the attacks from Cardona are relentless.
Great counter, and now Cardona. Oh, Zayn! Zayn turns it around. Cardona survives it.
Well, Cardona again going in for the kill with that Rough Rider. That's the second attempt. Second time it's been blocked by Zayn into a powerbomb of his own. But how quickly things can turn around at this level.
They've been matching skill and experience. A reminder, Rhodes and Gunther tonight. What will that bring about as they close into the massive championship match on Saturday?
There it is, Wade! He hits the Rough Rider! Oh, the foot's on the rope! The foot was on the rope! And Matt Cardona can't believe it!
Third time was a charm for Cardona. Just as Zayn was going in, you would assume for that boot, denied by a Rough Rider, just so fortuitous for Sami Zayn, close enough to get his boot on the rope, and all these 25 years of experience of Sami Zayn came in handy there. Great ring awareness.
Cardona knows how close he was to taking this.
Yeah, when you're desperate for a win and something as frustrating as that happens, you can come apart at the seams, and Cardona has to stay locked in here.
And Sami trying to fight his way out of this position.
About as scrappy as it gets right now.
Sami, now he's up top. Cardona, smart to get out of the way. Exploder into the corner. Sami hits the exploder.
But things only go to one place from here, Joe.
And they know it here in Barcelona. The Haluba lands flush.
Here is your winner, Sami
Let's go.
Zayn!
So Sami Zayn, a week removed from that match with Cody and what happened afterwards with Gunther. And the backstage cards that they shared, and he gets the best of a very game and spirited Matt Cardona.
What a gutsy matchup from both men. Matched, of course, by this riot of an atmosphere in Barcelona. Hats off to Sami Zayn for a major win.
Wait, it is that time of the year, you know it well, having accomplished it, when careers can really be altered. King and Queen of the Ring, the tournament begins this coming week.
Yeah, one of my favorite times of the year. Tournament time, and those up-the-love superstars in the locker room who are looking for a little juice right now, looking to get their career to the next level, while the King and Queen of the Ring tournament
Bracket
are
दिखा रहे हैं
exactly
क्या?
how you do it.
Yeah, then June 27th will be the finals of King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. The winners get a title match at SummerSlam. Here's a look back at the history of it all.
The coronation draws near. For two worthy competitors, royalty awaits. The King and Queen will be crowned.
The King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, where legends have been made and careers have been built.
A grueling tournament where champions are forged in combat, where victory sets the path of greatness.
I am your queen!
And future Hall of Famers take their first step towards immortality.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I'm royalty. It's true. The prize, a world championship opportunity at SummerSlam. This Monday in Turin.
सबको दिखाया, उन लोग को नहीं दिखाया।
As the King and Queen of the Ring
ये
tournament.
जेवियर वुड्स है, उसको जेलिना वेगा।
Superstars from Raw and SmackDown look to survive and advance to the finals of the Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Who will earn a world championship opportunity? Who will seize their destiny and become the next?
या ब्रैकेट भी दिखाए तो मजा आएगा, बट मोस्टली रॉ से ही दिखेगा या क्लास इन इटली में दिख जाता है।
A wild few weeks with that. Ah, there's Yanni.
ओ हाँ, ये लोग भी तो है।
Williams, locker room
इसके बाद ही मैच होगी।
in the Mediterranean. Little Yanni, this dynamic duo, his main man, the United States champion, Trick
Oh,
Williams,
that
will
Trick.
hear from the Lemon Pepper stepping big man next. And we invite you for a very special show. Stick around for the epic story of how a regional wrestling promotion turned into a global phenomenon in an all-new special doc event, WWE Made in America, and it's tonight, right here after SmackDown, as part of America 250 on USA Network. WWE Made in America tonight.
WWE and the USA go hand in hand because in many ways I feel like we are America's greatest export.
People knew the wrestling business was changing. Everything was online. Wrestling
1 घंटा 40 मिनट और मेरा फ़ोन है 75। ठीक है यार, अच्छा है। 98 पे शुरू किया था जब 98% था फ़ोन। इनफ है यार, इतना तो बैटरी जाएगी। आई विल बी बैक। देखते हैं ट्रिक विलियम्स क्या बोलने वाला है। लेट्स सी।
He is seen in NYC.
Listen, I just have to say this. Against my better judgment, I've granted you both this television time so that you can say what you need to say. All I ask from you in return is please keep it civilized.
What do you think I am, Nick? You think I'm an animal? I know it's important. First PLA in Italy, high stakes. I promise. I'll be civilized today. I'm gonna go out there and attack Cody. Verbally. I'm gonna go out there and tell him exactly how I feel about it. Also, if you consider coming back to Spain, maybe let's go to Madrid next time.
Are you really going to say that in front of these Barcelona fans? Gunther and Cody face to face tonight.
Well, agitation, nothing wrong with that.
How good is this? A little bit European style.
Whoa, that trick.
Send it my way. The euros or dollar bills?
No, he travels with US dollars with Benjamins.
No use out here then. But what is useful out here is this chant. That has to be the most viral chant in all of sports entertainment. Look, that mania has gone global.
Ladies and gentlemen, being accompanied by Grammy Award nominee Lil Yachty, please welcome the United States Champion, Trick
Williams.
And by the way, Lil Yachty is carrying the diamond-covered trick stick, the bespoke trick stick covered in carats upon carats of Lil Yachty Diamond's weight.
Yeah, the trick stick is quite the cute little name for something that can cause devastating damage to anyone who's on the receiving end of it. But what a major asset Lil Yachty has been since the beginning with Trick Williams, major hype man, a major physical interventionist at times too.
Energy that's undeniable.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, all in the arena and everyone at home, even though I can't see you. I'd like to introduce myself to y'all. I've been a little disrespectful. I am the man with the money. I am the man with the connections. I am the man that makes it happen. And what's happening tonight in Barcelona, Spain? Well, for the first time ever, we are all witnessing the Trick Williams campaign.
Let's talk about it. Reporting to you live, the sexiest and most entertaining superstar alive, Trick Williams has arrived to Barcelona.
1,
And I am the man who's been holding down the brand for quite some time. Hold on, I can't hear you. Some time. Over the past couple weeks, I did what's best for the biz and I took out the Miz. That's right. I made the most of my days and I took out Carmelo Hayes.
And if they keep writing checks, we don't care who's next.
I like that. And speaking of what's next, over the past 6 months, there hasn't been a better superstar to prove himself to be the future of the business like Trick Williams. And with King of the Ring being around the corner. And with Barcelona knowing a little something about royalty. I figured it's only right if Trick Williams declares himself for the King of the Ring tournament.
Let's go. I think Carmelo भी कर ही देगा अपने आप को डिक्लेयर.
Who lost out to Trick Williams last week in rather dubious circumstances.
To say the least, the way things went down last week.
Ricky Saints caused a major commotion at ringside and Trick Williams capitalized.
That long woven history these two share.
Hello.
Okay, hold on, Trick. Let me digest all that. You saying King of the Ring, right?
King of the Ring.
Right. Okay. King of the microphone, yes. King of the entrance, yes. But King of the Ring, hey, that's grown folk business, dog. And you too little. So look, Trick, here's what we're gonna do. Tonight, I'm gonna take care of Ricky Saints for getting involved in our business last week. And after that, you and we gonna shoot the fair one for that United States Championship. And that's all it is, and that's all it's gonna be.
Whoa, hold on now, Melo. That sounds like some excuses to me. I think Melo's being a little bit too melodramatic. As you come out here, all here is if this, if that, if only Ricky didn't come out last week, if only I didn't have Lil Yachty by my side, if only the crowd would chant, whoop that trick for me.
Oh, I'm gonna whoop that trick. Don't worry about it, y'all.
But the thing is, Melo, only if you could grow an inch for every time you made an excuse, then maybe. Hold on, this is what y'all want to see? Because Melo is here. Melo's in the ring with Trick Williams. And Melo, if you can stop making excuses and maybe grow an inch every single time you made one,
You already said that.
you can see Trick Williams face to face, eye to eye, man to man.
ये SummerSlam मैच पॉसिबल है हो सकती है बट वन ऑन वन नहीं होगी बट ये गारंटी एक फ्यूचर रेसलमेनिया मेन इवेंट है. वो बेचारे बंदे का जो वीडियो बना रहा था वो रह गया उसका टाइम पे.
You guys gotta be kidding me, right? Nobody wants to see this telenovela stuff right now. They want to see a champion that is absolute Ricky Saints. Thank you. I love you too, Barcelona. I actually don't. But here's the thing. Last week, you sucker punched me. You thought you had a leg up on old Ricky. Well, guess what? I'm always 3 steps ahead of you. And after I'm done with you, I'm coming for the United States Championship because that's what a real champion does. You dig?
Hold on there, Ricky Saints. You come out here telling lies, striking poses, looking like a damn bobblehead, losing, saying that you coming after my championship. You absolutely make me sick.
And you suck.
I tell you what, sit in the ring with the real champion. Let me give you some real champion advice. Shut the hell up when Trick Williams tells you to shut the hell up. And when you two Siamese twins figure out who's better between the both of you,
Short Kings,
maybe you can figure out who's gonna get the title match against Trick Williams. Because when it comes to the ring, I have no problem proving Trick Williams is the king. Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it. Yeah, you know what? You are the king. You're the king of delusion. You're a one-trick pony. How about this? Take your lemon pepper steppers and step your ass on out of the...
Oh.
Trick slap. Moriarty's pulling the champ away.
The champ don't fight unless the champ gets paid. It's that simple, Joe Test. But wow, what a trick slap to poor Ricky Saints, whose mouth got him into big trouble there.
I guess that's a way to shut him up. Carmelo Hayes, Ricky Saints, straight ahead.
Everywhere I go, I hear the same thing. That you want to be closer to this. That's exactly why we built
WWE Club.
WWE. This is everything WWE. Brought closer to you in one ultimate membership. Join the waitlist now and become the ultimate insider.
इसी बार कोडी गुंटर रहेगा. आई थिंक यार आई एम एंडिंग. फोन भी हीटअप हो रहा है और क्या चलने दे.
Friday night SmackDown here in Barcelona, Spain. Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes, they have been crossing paths a lot in recent weeks.
Yeah, so they squabbled a couple of weeks ago over who deserved the United States Championship opportunity, and they ended up having a match. Hayes was victorious in the match, but he did so by putting his feet on the ropes during the pin, which to be fair, Saints had attempted earlier in the match. So major bad blood between these two, and with the Saints they can beat the score to that'll knock a man clean off his feet.
And then just moments ago, the heated exchange with Trick Williams as both men trying to position themselves to fight again for the United States Championship. And Trick Williams decided to shut absolute Ricky Saints up with an absolute monstrous trick slap as Carmelo Hayes takes control early on.
Carmelo Hayes, the best mover in the game, and it's a little example of exactly why the no-look, reverse, springboard, second row, leg drop. Probably had a few more things on there too, but it was damn impressive.
Scripted game really on tonight. Ricky Saints comes right back to the lariat, and then the beatdown. A little ground and pound against Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, so Ricky Saints is coming in. He's had some very high-profile matchups, and of course, who can forget that first night matchup against Cody Rhodes, where he took the champ to his limits. But Ricky Saints looking to put the hammer down now, start climbing up the card and get himself in contention for some gold.
You know, there's a lot of stuff attached to Ricky Saints that I think a lot of fans don't appreciate and don't respect, but I respect what you just mentioned, that on day one, he stepped right to Cody Rhodes. He tried to make a statement that there's no debate, no validation needed. I don't have to prove anything. I'm just me. And he went out and said, this is what I want, and I want it right now.
That's the positive spin on there right now. The reason Ricky Saints did that, Joe Tess, on night one is because he truly believes in his head that he's already the top dog on the roster, regardless of resumes. But to be fair to Ricky Saints, he certainly has the caliber to do so in time.
Oh, look at Melo coming into the corner. Yeah, he said he's not one to chase statements, that the statement makes itself. Show up, show out. But right now, he's finding out again what Carmelo Hayes can offer up.
Yeah, one thing is true of Carmelo Hayes, and it has been true from the very start of his career. He gets better every single time you watch him. True student of the game, who never wastes an opportunity to get better.
Both men former NXT champions, former NXT North American champions. Carmelo Hayes was most recently the United States champion before giving way to Sami Zayn in late March. And Trick Williams obviously starred at WrestleMania.
That sounds a little boxing masterclass there, Joe Tess, and your love language.
Big super card coming up next weekend.
That's right. Nice reaction there from Ricky Saints, and there's been a scramble from the word go, and Ricky Saints has a chance here. A chance, to take control, and take control he does.
And right to the barrier, wow.
Spotlight, here's your chance. Say hello to Ricky Saints.
The Crescent City Charm.
एड यार मेरा लास्ट 1 मिनट मिस हुआ.
Ricky Saints trying to play to the crowd here. All that confidence bubbling up into arrogance always with Ricky Saints.
Showbiz side of Ricky Saints, which is incredibly impressive, is one thing, but the truth is, it's all worth nothing unless you can convert that attention and notoriety into results in the ring against competition, the caliber of, say, a Carmelo Hayes. So this is a big statement night on the cards for Ricky Saints if he can win this one.
See the pain in the face of Carmelo Hayes right now. As Saints going super old school, halfway down the ropes with swag.
Tell you what, Joe, it's one thing to beat a man up, but to look so good doing it is ridiculous.
And he knew it. And he drops the knee. Man, the impact on Carmelo Hayes. Able to survive that. Count of 2.
But now you see that gritty intensity in the eyes of Ricky Saints. All right, we've done the flash stuff. Now it is time to punish our opponent and convert this into a dot. Carmelo Hayes, you see him fading. Got a pretty look on the face of Carmelo Hayes right now. Has been struggling ever since Ricky got the jump on Hayes on the outside of the ring moments ago.
Big opportunity for Melo to get back into this.
Full separation, shake off the cobwebs. I hope you have some sort of plan spring to mind.
Back suplex doesn't open the door here. Saints right back on top. You can see him wincing in pain, reaching for his lower back. Oh, what a stop!
A little bit too much gloating and taunting for this audience from Saints. You can't do that with Hayes.
Nice edge as he is right across that top rope.
We're in the meat chopping business now in this match.
Big uppercut. So close to that apron in the ropes. They slapped him in the back of the head, Wade.
I mean, can you get more disrespectful than
I mean, these are the things that we talk about with Ricky Saints. Good for Melo.
ऐड खत्म मैच भी जल्दी खत्म होने वाली है
Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes going at it here in Barcelona. Both men trying to hunt down Trick Williams and an opportunity at the United States Championship. Moments ago, Trick Williams announcing that he is going to be part of King of the Ring. Remember, the King and Queen of the Ring tournament begins this week. The winners of those tournaments will get a title shot at SummerSlam.
It rarely gets as big as that in this game. What a prize on the line for the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. I promise you, the locker room is currently ablaze with everyone demanding an opportunity in said tournaments. We're talking about opportunity. Opportunity presents itself now for Carmelo Hayes, who has been under the cosh for the past several minutes.
Frog splash! Knees got up from absolute Ricky Saints. Bridging!
Oh, that is just top-class timing from Ricky Saints. Saints in danger, baiting Carmelo Hayes in. As Carmelo went skyward, the knees of Saints went up, crushing the ribs of Melo. This superb Northern Light suplex almost getting the job done.
Great scene here in Barcelona. Remember, we're just 48 hours away from going from the war in Spain to and change to what will be an incredible scene at Clash in Italy on ESPN at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, wow! Bouncing the skull of Ricky Saints off the mat. It was right after an attempt at a Revolution DDT from Saints, countered by Hayes.
This crowd respecting it. They love this kind of action.
The kind of action that Carmelo Hayes has made his own over the past 12 plus months, and in the short taste we've got of Ricky Saints, he really is in that same vein.
Both men back on their feet, looking to trade massive right hands. Saints sit back, as was Hayes, who has something more left in them. Melo able to duck out of the way.
Reflexes of Carmelo Hayes strike flush to the jaw of Ricky Saints, and this deep into matches is where Carmelo Hayes comes into his own.
Trying to shake off that most recent right hand, though he's reaching for his left eye. Sends him across the ring. Dirty Diana delivered.
अब जबरदस्त मैच चल रही है भाई.
That's your second Michael Jackson reference of the night, Joe Taz, and yes, I am counting.
One hat-trick? We can get a hat-trick.
Carmelo Hayes with a hat-trick of counts right there, but he only got two, but it's getting close now.
Olympic Arena here in Barcelona, where the dream team once captured gold, and now where Ricky Saints is looking for a big win. But Melo denies it.
And Melo must be seeing stars after that impact, and Ricky Saints knows it. And Ricky Saints knows this is there for the taking.
Oh, he sends him out.
Just about gathering his wits in the nick of time.
Oh, my! Right in front of the Spanish announce desk. Oh, and now both men. We're going to get the best of each other. He sends him over the barrier. And Carmelo's out in the crowd here in Barcelona.
Jeez.
From the barrier, are you kidding me?
Both men dragging at this point in the count.
By the way, they got to watch that count. That's a 9 count right now. That's a double count out.
Good match.
Hayes is pleading his case and dropping his guard in the process.
When he was discussing it with our official, Ryan Tran, all of a sudden, that's when Saints attacks. Big kick from Melo. First 48 and a monstrous one. Well, a double count out between Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes.
कोडी गुंटा सेगमेंट
What a way to start.
मैच बढ़िया थी है.
Course and Clash in Italy. Many are calling it what will be the greatest rematch in history. And how can anybody have ever seen it coming with Brock Lesnar retired?
मैचेस सारी बढ़िया थी यार आज की.
To hitting 4
लग रहा है वो इंटरनेशनल क्राउड के लिए वो प्रिपेयर किया है.
Biggest, most terrifying men this industry has ever seen. I loved the first clash. I was shocked by the result of WrestleMania. And if we know Brock Lesnar, he doesn't like losing, and I can't see him losing twice.
Sunday at 2 p.m. on ESPN, the greatest rematch in history at Clash in Italy.
At the showcase of the Immortals, the heavens opened.
ये मैच मुझे लगता है अभी भी छोटी होगी, बट एटलीस्ट 7-8 मिनट की तो होनी चाहिए. या तो इस बार ब्रॉक स्क्वैश करेगा, या ये बेस्ट ऑफ 5 हो सकती है ना, इसमें वापस ओबा जीतेगा और समर स्लैम तक ओबा और ब्रॉक का ही चलेगा. ब्रॉक फिर अगर समर स्लैम में रिटायर हो रहा है तो समर स्लैम में होएगा. देखते हैं आगे कैसा होएगा. अगर 10 का ही होगा तो ब्रॉक जीतेगा.
They entered his hall and found only ruin. His rule nearly absolute, but all were deceived. Titans do not fade quietly. They wait. They watch.
It's not going to end that way.
And so, the die is cast.
Last time, I was fighting to beat him. This time, I'm fighting to kill him.
They draw the flying in sand.
I will rule over.
In the land where gladiators battle, the vendetta begins.
And it's right around the corner. Clash in Italy. Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar, and a reminder, it gets underway at 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. The first hour of this premium live event will be on ESPN, streaming all day on the ESPN app from the full countdown show onward, including this premier rematch. Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar clash in Italy Sunday from Turin.
Oh, Tiffy. You know, it's a really smart idea for you not to be in Chelsea's birthday today.
Yeah, I guess she does have a little bit of sense in that big old head of hers.
My big head? Have you seen yours? But you know what? Tonight, we're gonna hand her your old Chelsea's title, okay? And then she's gonna learn not to mess with us.
That's right, when we're done with that desperate Chelsea, it's only a matter of time before that US title finds a new home.
ठीक है 3 घंटे का कर रहे हैं
Chelsea Green, Nia Jax, next.
I think I will end here. मैं end करता हूँ मैं सोच रहा हूँ Yep, let's end. Hello guys, I'll end. I'll see if I'll do it for class in Italy. I'm not sure.